Guys, it's Jamie and I am here with my friend Katie right now. This is a very awkward position that I'm in right now. Like, I don't even know how to like get in the frames, but I'm actually going to be doing makeup on Katie today. Bombshell type of makeup tutorial, fall inspired. So I'm also going to be using the brand new Vice 4 palette from Urban Decay. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. Do not forget to give it a big thumbs up if you do, and click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already and you'd like to see more videos like this. So let's get started, shall we? So I'm first gonna spray Katie's face with a bit of MAC Fix Plus. Since Katie has oily skin, I'm going to be using my MAC Oil Control Lotion. This is really great for controlling oils. So I'm just applying that with my fingers to her T-zone area. I've done Katie's makeup before, and every time I do her makeup, she just like stops breathing like as I'm doing it because she tries to be really still, and then she just like almost passes out. I'm like, please breathe. I want you to be alive while I'm doing this. Thank you so much. So for the rest of her skin, because Katie has a little bit of redness in her skin, which a lot of people do, I'm going to be using the Stilo One Step Correct Primer. This is a really great primer. It has some green, peach, and lavender in it to help color correct your skin. Apply it sort of like on her cheeks and everywhere else where I did not apply that oil control primer. Okay, so I'm taking this Graftobian foundation palette. I'm just gonna put that on the back of my hand, take my finger and just dot it where I wanna apply the foundation, which is all over her face, so everywhere. And the yellow in this foundation is really going to help counteract the redness in her skin as well. And then I'm just going to use my Real Techniques complexion blending sponge. This is just like a beauty blender dupe, and it's really great. And I'm just going to start to blend this in. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of product and just build it up if I need it. So you can see it just gave her a little bit of coverage. I am going to add a second layer to add a little bit more coverage, but I'm really just concentrating the second layer on the parts of her skin that's a little bit more red. All right, moving on from the foundation, I'm actually going to contour. So for that, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia contour kit. This is the cream contour kit in Fair. I'm going to be taking this Morphe brush. This is the G1. It's a really great brush to use to cream contour because it's very small and dense. I'm going to be taking the middle shade right over here to contour her face. So you can see I just applied that right underneath her cheekbone, even a little bit higher to give her a very like lifted effect. Also going to apply a little bit on her temple, and I'm also going to put some on her jawline. And now I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to grab a mix between the white shade as well as this shade over here. And the brush that I'm using is a Zoeva Concealer Buffer Brush 142. So I'm going to put it right on the sides of her nose and bring it back towards like the corner of her eye. But I'm not going directly underneath her eye because I am going to be applying concealer there and I don't want to cake up that area. Also going to highlight her chin, the bridge of Katie's nose, as well as the center of her forehead and sides of mouth as well. So now I'm going to go back in with my sponge and I'm first going to blend out the contour, so the dark areas. I'm just going to lightly pat it in. This cream contour is really nice because it just blends out super easily. And then once you're done blending out the contour, you could blend out the highlight. So now that we're done contouring and applying the foundation, I'm actually going to set her face. So I'm going to take a loose translucent powder. This is Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe G7. You can really put this powder everywhere just to set the face. And remember, you want to pat the brush into the skin. You do not want to swipe because you'll just be disrupting all of the product underneath. So now we're going to bronze up her face. So this is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So I'm putting it in like a 3E motion on her face and then down her neck. This is a very light bronzer, so it's hard to overdo it, which I like. And the contour is just going to darken everything up anyway. Contour, I'm actually going to be taking my Marc Jacobs contour palette and I'm going to be taking this shade right over here. When you're layering the creams and powders, you're really locking it in and it's going to last you all day or all night. Like, look at that beautiful depth. So gorgeous. All right, so now we're done with like the base makeup. We still have to do blush and highlight, all that stuff, but I really want to get the eyes done before I jump into that. So I'm first going to start off with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. So I'm just going to apply this all over her lids. I'm going to be going into Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorite transition shades. And on a big fluffy brush, this is my Sigma E40. I'm going to take quite a bit of this stuff and I'm going to start to build that up above her crease, and this is going to be the transition shade. I'm gonna take Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek. This is like a mid-tone, sort of lightish matte brown. So this is a Morphe M503. It's a really, really nice crease brush because it's nice and compact, but still fluffy. And I'm also sort of like flicking out the eyeshadow over here. I'm starting to begin to create sort of like a cat eye shape. Now I'm going in with an even more precise blending brush. This is the 231 Luxe Petite Crease Brush, and I'm going to go back into the Vice 4 palette, and I'm going to take Bitter. So I'm going to start to really create depth with this color, and I'm going to just apply this right in her crease. Katie has slightly hooded eyes, so I do not want to actually apply the color directly into her crease because it's almost going to be hidden by her hooded eyes. So I'm applying it almost slightly above her crease. And also, when you're working on a client, you really want to have them look at you while you're doing their eyeshadow, especially because you want to make sure everything's symmetrical. When I was first starting off, I always forgot that like my clients' heads could turn. So I would just like move myself around them. I would be like, okay, over here now, over here now. And I was like, you know, I could just turn their head just a little bit and it works. This is called Hot Chocolate. So I'm picking up the product and I'm just tapping off the excess on the back of my hand and then going in to apply it. And I'm really concentrating most of this depth on the outer corner of her eye, and then I'm also putting it on the outer corner of the eye as well. So I'm almost bringing it down diagonally towards the lash line and then bringing it in. I'm now going to take the lid color, which is my favorite color in this palette. This is called Low. It's so gorgeous. I'm gonna take a flat synthetic brush. This is the MAC 242, and I'm actually only going to apply this right on the outer half of her lid. I'm not going all the way to the inner corner because I am going to be putting a like glitter there. All right, so now I'm going to deepen up the crease a little bit more with the same brush. I'm going to take Delete, and I'm going to use this to tie in the lid color into the crease. I'm just going to apply that on the outer half of the crease and then on the outer corner of the eye as well, and blend it into the crease colors that we already applied. And this really ties in the lid color. And then again, with the big fluffy brush, just wanna blend that out. All right, so now I'm gonna go back into the Low color and I'm gonna touch that up because we lost some of the glitter while blending. So now I'm gonna take a matte black, use literally any matte black that you have. I'm using one from the Lorac Pro palette. So I'm just gonna blend that into the outer corner of her eye to really deepen this bitch up. I'm gonna take a clean blending brush and just start to blend that out a bit. I'm actually going to clean up her under eyes. This is also going to help clean up the outer corner of her eyes. I'm going to take a glitter from Lit Cosmetics. This is called Modern Love. It's a very pretty, like nudish rose gold type of glitter. Hopefully you guys will be able to get the idea. It's so pretty. So to have that glitter stick to her lid, I'm going to take my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Bonding Eyeshadow Primer. I'm just gonna apply this glitter primer on the first half of her eyelid. And I'm just going to start to very lightly dab it onto her lid. This is like literally the most stunning glitter because it's like beautifully glittery, but it's not over the top. And then I'm flipping my brush over to the other side that has a little bit of the gray on it. And I'm just like patting it on top of the glitter just so that it's not like gray in the glitter, there's like a little bit of a blend. I'm gonna take my black gel eyeliner from Inglot, which is my favorite gel eyeliner ever. It is the bomb. And I'm going to take an angled brush. This is the Zoeva winged liner brush. So I'm gonna need to really concentrate. I hate doing wings on other people, like full disclosure, I hate it because I get really anxious that I'm not gonna do it right, but it always turns out okay. The best way to do a wing on somebody else, you really just want the wing to sort of aim towards the tail end of her brow. I'm just gonna start to create a line on her lash line and then I'm going to start to build it up. Have your client open their eyes. And then when they're open, you want to sort of mark off where you want the wing to go, close. And then you could draw your wing. And you literally just draw a straight line down from the point. It's so easy. And if you do it like that, you will always, always get it right. Please show the people this wing. It is so good. It is like literally the sharpest and thinnest wing. It is so perfect. Okay, this is as even as it's gonna get. I'm like sweating so hard with these lights too. It's so much pressure. I'm going to be taking my NARS Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, and I'm just going to apply that directly underneath her eyes. So I'm just patting that out with my Beauty Blender. All right, so now that we actually have the concealer applied, I'm going to set it. And for that, I'm going to use the banana powder, which was on the other side of the contour powder from this Marc Jacobs contour kit. And this yellow powder is also going to brighten significantly up underneath the eyes. Okay, so now we're gonna work on the lower lash line super quick. We're basically going to try and mirror what we did on the top. So now I'm gonna go in with Bitter, and I'm just going to apply that Sweep it all the way from the outer to the inner. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of Delete and I'm going to press that right up to her lower lash line. And almost connect it to the wing as well. This is going to add a really pretty smoky element to the look. I'm now going to take my black gel eyeliner and just press that right up against her lower lash line to add some depth there. Before the gel eyeliner has a chance to set, I'm going to take Deadbeat, which is a super dark gray eyeshadow, and on a pencil brush, I'm just going to smoke that out. Then I'm going to go in with a black pencil. This is my NYX Glide On pencil in black, and I'm just lining her waterlines. Taking Bones, I'm going to use this to brighten up the inner corners of her eyes as well as her brow bone, just to really make her eyes pop. All right, so now we filled in her brows. It literally makes the biggest difference because Katie's brows are pretty light because she is a blonde. For the blush, I'm going to take Hervana from Benefit. This is a really pretty matte blush, and just apply that right to the apples of her cheeks. Really rosy cheeks with a look like this is really pretty. For my highlight, I'm going into Starlight from Anastasia, which is a gorgeous like white gold highlight right on top of Katie's cheekbones, like right on the, oh my God, it's so intense, the highest point, and then blend it. I'm also gonna put it right above the tip of her nose and her Cupid's bow. I'm gonna put like a little bit right on the highest point of her arch. Also really pack it on the inner corner. I think I'm going to show you guys two options. I'm going to show you an option with a nude and an option with more of like a vampy color. This is the nude lip, so we decided to go for a cool tone lip. This is option number 1. So now we're going to do the dark purple lip. I'm going to first line her lips with MAC Night Moth. The color that I'm going to be using is LA Splash Lip Couture Waterproof Liquid Lipstick in the shade Malevolent. So this is what the dark purple lip looks like. It just really like takes the look to a whole nother level. Okay, Katie, stop taking pictures yourself. So that is it for the look. I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I definitely want to have Katie back here doing some more tutorials because she is like just the perfect model. I mean, she's like Victoria's Secret material. So do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and click that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already and like see more videos like this, because I post videos every Monday as well as every Thursday. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my fall morning routine. It's a new season.